Is Chicago's very own WGN News.
Well, since the pandemic, we have been living in a virtual meeting world instead of the face-to-face stuff.
That's right, but sometimes in-person meetings can be more productive than those held over Zoom.
Really?
Tom Gimbel is here now to talk more about the differences between the two. And this really is sort of a COVID-19 situation that's just lingered.
I mean, look I'm even up at the desk.
You're at the.
You're here.
I mean, this is what it's about.
You may have to do the sportscast in a minute here. We'll see
With
how
the way
it goes.
the Cubs are playing, I probably should be the person to do it.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, first of all, I guess the pros of holding meetings virtually. More convenience. Just why is this still
Well, I
happening?
think what happens is it just shows muscle memory. We default to what's easiest as human beings. And so we're sitting here over the course of what is now, it's been 5 years of saying, you don't have to go to a meeting, you don't have to go to an office, do it remotely. Why should I have to get in the car and drive 40 minutes if we can just flip up the keyboard and do the computer?
Yeah, don't you think 5 years is a long time for everybody to adapt to a new way of thinking? I mean, is there a point to going back to the way it was?
I think that at the end of the day, it's relationships. And as we were talking before we came on, it's the same thing that they're doing in Washington, D.C., having the European leaders fly over. Now, some of it may be for show, there's no doubt about it. However, you build relationships face-to-face. It's not the same on Zoom before the meeting, after the meeting, the small tidbits that are said. And when you're trying to sell somebody on something, and that's what everybody's doing all the time, is build a relationship, it's best to do it face-to-face.
Do you think that face-to-face stuff, though, I mean, the pros, I mean, you can list a lot of them to go along with the cons, but ultimately, do you think it overcomes the convenience that you've been able to achieve and the saving of time and resources?
Well, I think if everything in a great economy, right, this is really the precursor, right? In a great economy and everything's going hockey stick growth, it doesn't matter. The problem is we're not in that economy anymore.
Good point.
And so why is somebody going to choose you, whether it's a job interview or a meeting, over your competitor? And I think when you're going for a job interview, people don't always think that way, but you're competing against 1, 2, 5, 10, 20 other people for a job. And you want to be in front of people face to face. And the key is, and people don't realize this, you might win somebody over, but you also can offend somebody. So you got to make sure when you go in, you're dressed right. You don't have too much cologne or perfume. You don't have jewelry all over the place. You're not dressed like Better Call Saul, right? You have something that's making a good impression for somebody, but it's better face to face.
Have you noticed in the job market, I have, some friends people I know who have been interviewing, and most of these interviews, it sounds like now, are happening virtually to weed out candidates. But once you get to that final interview, now come in person. Is that what you're noticing?
You're seeing that a lot. And so it's also, the candidate might be lazy and say, oh, this is so much easier, but companies are too. I can start and click and hang up and go and meeting to meeting to interview, and I don't have to get up and go to the front desk and greet somebody and walk them back. And it's also a heck of a lot easier to tell somebody bye-bye virtually than it is to meet somebody. And then I got to call you up later after I've met you and spend an hour with you and then tell you versus just seeing you on a screen. It's colder and it's easier to be cold doing it virtually versus face-to-face.
You know, for better or worse, if we're doing stuff in person and less, via Zoom or whatever, there's less distraction, right? I mean, you're not going to multitask.
You don't hear your dog or cat.
You don't hear the dog. You don't have the kid.
Or you're shutting the camera off and you're taking care of other things at the same time.
The doorbell ringing, right? The click coming up on your computer, right? No one remembers to always turn off their Outlook, right? Nobody does. And so you have those flashes, you have your phone buzzing, all of that's put to the side, and you're actually zooming in on people, literally zooming in face to face, and you have a connection with people. And that's what you forget. But when desperate times call for desperate measures, if you're unemployed in this economy, if you're not closing business, if your company's not doing well, sometimes you got to say, what are we doing differently than we were when it was going great? And that is get in front of people.
The bottom line, the companies that you work with, what is the trend that you're noticing? I mean, are they finding a way to do still a hybrid, or are they like saying, we want all our people face-to-face as much as possible?
The majority of companies, they have people in the office 3 days a week. I'm seeing a lot more going Monday to Thursday. And then lastly, the salespeople who are doing well in this economy, they're in the office and they're going to meetings. The people, they're getting on airplanes. They're going wherever the clients are in order to close business.
Okay. Tom Gimbel, you've given us a lot to think about.
I'm doing what I can.
Thank you very much.